Welcome back to Let's Make Something! So today on Let's Make Something, in honor of Jodie Whittaker becoming being announced as the 13th Doctor for Doctor Who. If you don't know what that is, it's a TV show pretty much. So in honor of that, I am going to 3D print a TARDIS. And then my goal is to have it when I snap my fingers, then the doors open via arduino servos and like deep tone mic sensor thingy. So then it'll be able to pick up the low frequency snap. That's not really low frequency though. Like I'll have to pick a frequency. But I also have an Adafruit mic, which works really well with actually recognizing the different frequencies to where you're able to actually break them up into the separate frequencies they are. So what I am going to be using today is this build tack plate thingy on my printer. I will always be using a build tack. I'm just going to announce that in all the sort of episode thingies of Let's Make Something. So build tack, I really love build tack because you just stick it on the 3D printer bed and then you don't really have to do anything else, especially when you have a heated glass bed. I didn't want to like keep scratching it all up whenever I want to take my print off because it's not a removable bed. And the other thing I'm going to be using is, well, what I'm going to end up using is a teensy. So the thing about this is I don't know how to solder, and it kind of requires that, if you can see on the chip sort of. So I'm going to start out with an Arduino Uno, and then if I actually get a nice finalized version, I'll try and shrink it down to this teensy. So for the teensy and build tech plate, I will leave a link in the description if you want to buy it. It helps me out if you use my link. So if you want to buy it, just go through my link. It'll help me a little bit, help me be able to create these videos for you guys. So what I am going to be using is Make a Lot. That's the profile right there. I'm going to be using their TARDIS with doors. Now they said they made this with, well not with, but they made this for this thing right here, TARDIS with drawers. I'm just gonna make the TARDIS with the doors because I want to be able to fit everything inside. And if you can see right here, the doors open outway. I do not want it moving out, I want it moving in. So let's get down to the smaller stuff. So these are the separate files. Fudge. So these are all the files it has. It has a back panel right there. Doors. I think those are two separate pieces, so then you can print it as two separate pieces. Light. I am thinking I might drill this out and have the two wires coming right here. They might be touching though, which would be a problem depending on how big I print it. Main body with back. I think I'll do that. Oh, I see why. So then I can just print flat. I'm gonna do main body without back. So then I can just stick this on. What I'm gonna do is, as you can see, you can't see through the windows right there. So I'm gonna try and sort of drill through those to try and be able to let light go through. So I don't know how that's gonna turn out. Hopefully it'll turn out nice. So let's start printing. Let's warm this thing up. With Groot right here. Preheat. There we go. Oh, I need to clean this off. Perfect. How much filament do we have left? Hopefully it'll be able to print this. I think I'll have enough. Okay, so SD card is in the mothership. So let's main body and no name. So let's save it and see how long it takes after slicing. Okay, right here I see two issues. First, it's gonna take 10 hours, okay? Second, it's gonna use almost 100 meters of filament. So I'm gonna cut it down a little bit. Let's go back. Scale. Let's go 90, and let's do a 50. 50%. Okay, so it's gonna be 4 inches on the X. Well, I don't have a ruler. Ah, fudge nuggets. Give me a second. Okay, so I got my ruler right here. 4 inches. That thing's tiny. But it should still fit our needs, I think. If not, I have a really bad wooden one that we can use. Okay, so that's better. About 2 hours, 19 meters of filament. You have to remember that the nozzle size sort of like shrinks it down. So let's get printing. I think something went wrong with my preheating. That's probably it, but too late. I'll just print it. So about 4 hours, we'll see, because print estimate times are never correct. Okay, so I would do a GoPro time lapse, but my batteries are dead. So, oops. So we are almost halfway done right here, 44%. That actually looks like a TARDIS. I just realized something stupid of me. I don't have any supports on the inside. I just realized something even stupider. There's nothing that's gonna be printed on the top. Duh. Oh, you can see the big, beautiful 4-inch box. Okay, so the TARDIS base has just finished. Beautiful, beautiful. Little stringy on the inside. Looks a lot more purpley on camera because of the lights. But there we go. Now, it's hot. I'm gonna take this off without breaking it and without hurting myself. See right there, a slight imperfection. That's okay, we can call that war damage or something. Okay, so we've got this so far. And the inside, outside. So now I need to print the front door. The door is right there, and then the back wall. And then the little light at the top. So, oh, and I just noticed these are slightly see-through right there. So maybe I can use that to my advantage. So I am going to print right now the doors, just so I can start experimenting with the servo, see how I want to make that mechanism. So I'm just doing the door stuff, same as the TARDIS, 50%, PLA, platform, blah, 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 blah. Save, save, doors, save. Okay, so the estimated time of arrival is a half hour. Okay, so 11 layers, blah, 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 perfect. Now let's go print. There we go. We got this here's doors finished. It's hot, I promise you guys. There we go. Door A, do not want it to mold at all. There we go, relatively straight. And then door B. It's like a weird hot. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful piece. Now we just have the back and the light. So I'm gonna print the back real quick, and I will see you guys in just a second. Okay, so I finished printing the doors, as you can see, and I'm not exactly sure like how I'm gonna put these in. Maybe this, because I really don't want to break the pin thingy. And since it was 3D printed, I think I have a little bit of sanding to do. Yeah, slightly. So right now I am going to attach the doors right here. Quite obviously you can't close them. I don't know why, like I did this already. You can't close them both at the same time unless you have like glue and close it. Or if you have a servo in here. Actually, with my method, so what I was gonna do is take a servo like this, attach string right here, and then like have it pull back, sort of like, I can't because it's activated, but have it move, let me reset it real quick, have it move like back like that, and then move back like that. I'm thinking of a paper clip at this moment now, and then just gluing a paper clip into this door right here, so then when I make a noise, it pops open. And then maybe I don't think I'll have that much room in here. Well, actually, it's bigger on the inside, so So right now, I'm just gonna glue the servos together. Shoot, I forgot they're activated. Well, I forgot they're getting power and working. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna cut the power, actually. Okay, there we go, perfect. Double servos. Okay, so it is almost midnight, but I got everything in. So I hot glued pretty much everything. Like, I held the hot glue gun up here because this isn't big enough, and then it just fell. So there's a big glob of glue back here. But I wired everything in to the Arduino Uno to where it should. Wait, I have to wire both in opposite directions. Give me a second. Wow. Okay, so this is the first test. I need to do this perfect with the thing. What's wrong with you? Please. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.